window tab, Chrome tab. Good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are watching from. So this is just a quick demo display of what I built recently with AI, completely with AI by coding. And most times, if you tell people or tell some persons that they can actually vibe code a simple project and deploy it live, they feel like it's so difficult to do because of they don't understand, they don't have the knowledge, they don't even understand how those things works. It makes it so difficult for them to comprehend because anything that your mind cannot comprehend, it fails in the deaf ears. It makes you look as if it's not possible to actually make this thing to come to life. So today we have a demo. The demo we are going to make use of here is what I built recently, and this system works for everybody. It works for everybody. So if you're watching from YouTube, you're watching from Facebook, you are highly welcome. So let me just go ahead right now and show you exactly what we have done and how to use it. All right, so let me share my screen with you guys so that you see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so hold on a little bit. Like I was saying, I'm going to share you with what I built recently. That is the AI, the AI that I built recently. That is the AI I built recently, and this is the demo. And all you're seeing right here is let me put the screen here. So this is our, how do I put it distance so that it becomes so big? Okay. All right, so I believe that you are seeing this screen. I believe so much that you are seeing this particular screen here. So this platform is an AI system that allows you to generate real stories that goes viral on YouTube, right? Real stories that goes viral on YouTube. This is not just all these random videos that people actually, do on YouTube, that actually go on YouTube and do. This is a real platform that will show you exactly how to build real wealth on the internet on YouTube. I use my own viral script, the whole script I've been using to write my own stories to train this AI. And also, this AI is integrated into YouTube, which means that it can fetch the latest trending story type. It can fetch the latest YouTube high ranking video titles and also help you to generate the story from, like, you can generate up to 1 hour video, up to 2 hours videos, up to 30 minutes video. It's just your own settings and it's free to use. It's not, I think it's just 2000 naira one time payment. It's not going to be so difficult to use. So this, I'm testing this in now locally. It's not really live now on the on publicly available, accessible anywhere. It's everything is going to be, everything I'm doing today is just testing it locally. So I'll show you exactly how this system works. This thing is very powerful. Now, reason why I'm making this video is because I want to show you that it's very possible to build a platform completely with AI and launch it and deploy it in few days. This system did not take me up to 1 hour, up to 1 week to finish it. I think today is going to make it like 3 days. I started building this system and already I'm done with it. So I'm done with everything. Today I'm going to, the evening, I think in the evening, I'm going to make the public, I'm going to make it to be live with the public domain. So everything is completed on this platform. Like I said again, this platform helps you to generate high ranking YouTube stories, not just random stories. This is not a random story script generator. This is not ChatGPT. This is fully built AI system that generates real stories for you on YouTube. So all these stories that all these YouTube people that are talking about, okay, I make money on YouTube channel, I make money on YouTube faceless content. This is exactly how they use it. This is exactly how the system works. Because I have a YouTube channel, I have a couple of YouTube faceless content, and they're getting views and being monetized. I copied all the whole stories, the whole scripts that I used on my own to train this AI model. So all the whole niches, the whole niche that is making money on YouTube right now, I use them to train this AI model. You don't want to miss this thing. So let's get down to business. So this person you're looking at here is the main video, right? Is the main video of the homepage of the website. It's called StoryBeeAI. StoryBeeAI. And you also land on the website. I'm just like I said, I'm using locally. I'm testing it on the local machine. That means it's not live, like it's not fully live, right? It's not fully live where you can access it on the public domain like facebook.com or sepas.co. This is a public, this is just a test demo of how the system works. Just watch and learn how this tech can actually help you to make money. Like it helps you, it stops those manual work you normally do, like going to be generating the title, from there you generate the story, from there you generate the thumbnail, everything. One thing about this particular AI is that this AI, this particular engine, it generates the story, it gives you the concept of the thumbnail, which you are still going to use to generate the thumbnail. Is give you the scene, all the whole story. Like chapter 1 can give you up to 10 scenes or 5 scenes. All those 5 scenes now give you access to these videos, like the images that are going to use to generate the scenes images. Everything is documented, everything is being planned according to YouTube highest ranking monetization strategies. So let me just step and start recording. Start creating an account. So I'm going to click on login or click on create your first script. Please, if you are following, if you are on this, if you are listening, if you are hearing what I'm saying, just click, let me know. Let me know. If you are hearing what I'm saying, just let me know. If you are following, let me know. You can comment if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook. I'm streaming on the same platform at the same time, both Facebook and also both YouTube. So let me know if you are following up. So with that being said, let's move ahead to start creating an account. Where is my chat? Let me check. Okay. So now I am on the login page and the registration page. Thank you so much for that. Seeing you guys. You guys are doing very well. So now I'm going to thank you so much. So I'm going to have some people. All right. So you guys are there. So now I'm going to just be on, this is the login, the registration page. This side it has both the dark mode and also it has the light mode. So if I click on the light mode, it changes to like this. So you see it now. We have the dark mode and also we have the black mode and dark mode and the white mode. So it changes the colors. So you can, if you like to use white colors, you can change it by clicking on this place, or just go to the home page at the same time, click here, it changes to something like this. So you decide what you want, you want to go for, and you are good to go. For me, I prefer to use anyone. So I decided I can choose the black, I can choose the red, I can choose any color I want to. I'll just click on this, click on registration. Then I put my email address I want to use to test run it. All right. So put the password, then put the password again. From here, I'll click on create account. So you must create account to use it. Yes, you must create account to use it. So once you create account, the next thing you're going to do is going to take you to the page where you are going to make payments. Yes, I made it a payment system so that you can be able to pay for what you are using. Now, this payment is a one-time payment. You can pay 2,000 naira, a lifetime access. You are not going to pay additional money anytime. 2K to use the system, or you can pay 10K to use the system. Most of them are just the same thing. All right, most of them are just the same thing. I don't even know why I put the two the two pricing plan here, but anyway, it's fine here. So one thing again about this platform is that you are going to be the one to use your own API key, free API key from Gemini, ChatGPT, or the rest. So the platform gives you access to use different API keys. So you can you can go to Croc AI, you can use Gemini, you can use Cloud AI, you can use Gemini or ChatGPT. You can use all these AIs, the API keys. You can go to your account and generate and get the API key for free and use it. So let's go ahead, because I make it to be a multi-tenancy platform which allows anybody to use their own personal API key. You're not using my own. The only money you're paying here, this 2K you're paying here, is to just use the platform. That's all. All right, that's all, to use the platform. And everything, you can download your scripts anytime you want to. You can delete your account. They just go ahead and do the same thing. So I'll click on, if I want, I can still click on this white mode. It changes the color to white. All right, you can see the color now. Everything is looking very, very nice. I love it. I can switch it back again to be using the dark mode. So let me just switch the white mode so that it'll be very, very powerful. All right, I don't know if you guys are following. So we have the activate your plan. Like I said again, this 10K, this 2K is just for you to access the platform. It's not a monthly payment. It's a one-time payment. It's a one-time payment. I can even make it to 1,000 naira. I can make it to 500 naira. Then use it. It's just something I wanted to do. All right. So everything is very powerful, better, and everything is working perfectly fine. So I'm going to click on either. Okay, this one, someone says the dark mode is better. I know it's better, but some person may prefer to use white mode. So they have the plan to choose any color they want. You can see the black mode, and you can see how the thing looks like. So you can choose the one you want. It's just going to be inside your account. So let me select 2,000 naira here. It's going to redirect me to Paystack. AI is making things to be easy these days. AI is making things to be very, very easy these days. It doesn't make things to be so difficult. If you are someone who is watching this video right now, I want you to understand that they are like, AI is everything now. So you need to plug yourself in to learn how to use AI to build stuff. I built this system with AI in just like less than 4 days. This is 3 days. This is the third day I'm building this system. I'm done with it. Both the payment systems and everything is working perfectly fine. All right. So if I say white mode is better. All right. So okay. So I'm going to just click on this. Is a test payment. This is not a real payment, test payment. So once I deploy it, I'm going to put the API keys, each of the Paystack secret public API key, so that it's going to be accepting live payments. Now payment is done. It's going to take me down to where I'm going to put my API key. Like I said, once you activate the system, it will take you back to where you are going to put your API key. This API key is going to be, you can use any kind of API key. So let me put it on the white mode so that I explain what is going on here. This add your API key here now, right? Is where you add either your Gemini API key for free. You can use free API key because all the stories are going to be generated using your own API key. You're not using my own API key. Nobody can touch your API key. So your API key is encrypted in the system. Nobody can access it. If you delete your account, everything from your account on the platform got deleted. We deleted instantly. Once you delete your account on this platform, everything in your account will be deleted instantly. So we have here, the first one is Gemini. You can put your Gemini API key. OpenAI, that is ChatGPT. You can put your Gemini OpenAI API key for free. Cloud API key, that was Cloud AI. We have Croc, we have Open Router. All these things are free. Like you can put any API key from here. How to get your API key from Gemini is go to AI Studio, right? Go to AI Studio. I open it on my screen already. So I'll copy my free API key, the one I'm using, free one. I'll come to the platform. I'll put it here. I've added my API key. From here, I'll click on, I have so many, I can make any API, any key to be default. This one is Gemini, OpenAI Cloud, Croc, and Open Router. I can make anyone to be, default. I'll click on save and continue. Then it's going to take me to the dashboard. This is my dashboard now. This is how my dashboard looks like. This is inside your dashboard. So what I'm planning here is I'm going to plan to put in a new feature which allows you to generate top trending stories, like top trending stories and the channel, so that if you click on it, it's going to show you the top trending topics, top trending searches, and the top trending money making niches on YouTube again. I think maybe after deploying, I'll put it out. So on this page now, this is where you generate the videos. This is where you generate the story hook. The story hook here is basically the title. Okay, this is where you generate the scene, like the niche. Now, this niche here are the niche that are making money on YouTube. Anybody who is doing faceless content knows what I'm talking about here. This place now is where you see the niche. These are where you generate the hook. All right, the hook here simply means the niche. Now on YouTube right now, the niche that are making money are mafia boss story. Anything mafia boss, they are making money on YouTube. Mafia boss story is making money on YouTube these days. And you can still do the same thing. You can go with this AI. Now, what about this AI now is that it's going to search for like the best title idea, the best storyline, the best hook. Everything is detailed. Everything on this platform is so detailed that you'll be like, what is going on? I can switch to dark mode. Let me switch to dark mode. Let's see how the thing is going to look like in the dashboard. So this is the dark mode here. You can see how it looks like now. We are now in dark mode, but if you prefer it to be on white mode, you can just switch back to white mode. So on YouTube right now, what is going on YouTube? This is my data because I have a monetized YouTube channel. And these are the story niche I work on. These are the niche I have been doing. Anybody who is actually using facial content on YouTube know exactly what I'm talking about. This niche here are what people are doing. There's no other thing they are doing on YouTube except this one. We have war stories. I did not put war story because war story can be so difficult to monetize. So war stories are something you do later when you started monetizing, when your channel start monetizing. If you do these niches now, in less than 1 week or 2 weeks, or highest 30 days, highest 20 something days, your channel will be monetized. Trust me, I'm not even telling lies. I'm telling you what is going on YouTube right now. So we have a lot of mafia. We have the niches here: mafia boss stories. We have paternity fraud. You know, in UX, right? In US, we have a lot of people who we go and give, get pregnant for another man, and they were claiming that there's another man that get them pregnant, and they have a lot of fraud cases. We have linear kindness, we have revenge stories, we have white beasts, we have vampire stories, we have haunted house, we have werewolves, we have racism and justice, we have justice served stories, we have forbidden stories, we have poor and rich. So here we have target countries. Each of these stories has their own target niches. So you can select for target country, which is going to be US. Now I want to select something. I want to select is it for, let me just select forbidden. Okay, let me just select justice serve. Justice serve and click on how many hours do I want my video length, like the length. Do I want it to be 30 minutes or it's going to be 1 hour? Let me just select 30 minutes. Then I'll click on generate hook. The generate hook here is going to generate the titles of this story. It's going to give me like, at least it's going to give me like 5 different titles for this story niche now. So this thing is working now on YouTube now. So it's going to generate the best hook for this story I'm going to write now. Everything is done completely with AI, not your human, not like manually doing or searching. That's this. No, everything is done using YouTube API keys. Right now, it's going to generate. Okay, look at it here. We have the story. We have the story hook now. You see it here. Select winning title. We have he laughed at the victim in court until the judge read the private text. These are what going on. This is what is going on YouTube right now. This thing I'm telling you is what is going on YouTube right now. All right. This is the story titles on YouTube. So we have they bullied a veteran for 10 years. Then his hidden camera caught the truth. Cruel landlord defeated the elderly. Now he's losing everything in real time. Entitled CEO mock a homeless janitor. He had no idea who was actually watching. So we have this thing here. These are the titles you can choose. You can save all this title and use it later. All right. So we have these are what is going on. This is what is going on YouTube these days. Now, someone says it's going to be available today in the evening, maybe around that kind 3 or 4. It's going to be available on YouTube, online. But I want to buy a domain name. Once I buy the domain name, I'm going to link it to my VPS, then deploy it. That is going to be live. Just buy a domain name today, this morning, and I'll deploy it. Everything will be okay. So these are what is going on YouTube. Now we have she stole a family life savings. The moment she saw the police at her doorstep is priceless. So this is the concept of the thumbnail. The concept of the thumbnail. Photorealistic cinematic 16.9 wide shot. A courtroom at the moment of a shocking verdict. Bros, this is what is going on YouTube these days. No, I'm not telling you something that is not work. If I copy this, just one touch, I copy this thumbnail here, I can regenerate the thumbnail concept. I can regenerate the title again. Let's say I don't like this title now, I can generate it back again. Then I've copied this. Let me copy the concept, the thumbnail. Then I'll go to Gemini. This is my Gemini here, all right? Then I'll paste the thumbnail. Then let's try and click to generate the thumbnail and see whether it's going to give us exactly what we need. Because most times, tell somebody like, can use AI to do this, and they'll be like, it's not possible, it's not possible. These are what is going on YouTube right now. I'm not telling you lies, I'm not telling you anything. If you go to YouTube now, search for something like this, you're going to see exactly how this thing works. Now, normal on YouTube, right? Now, this is if I use AI Studio, right? If I use AI Studio on my account, on my, if I use AI Studio now, this is going to be installed wide. I'll find out why it's not too wide like this and fix it. Now, if you use all this AI video, let's say now use Croc to generate this video, this image now, or use Google Whisk, it will show you exact same frame. Now, normally now on YouTube now, we have this way we edit videos. You can download this image now, then go to Canva, use a ride cycle and put on these girls' mask. You can see the expression in their face. You can see the expression between these two persons. Now, this one is their lawyer. Now, this is inside courtroom, and this is the papers. Now, this one now is not feeling somehow. So you can either use a red ribbon or red cycle and put in her face, and use an arrow and put in this man face. It's just like guys. That's how to get people's attention on YouTube. The main thing is to get people's attention. That is the only thing. Then after this thing now, let me come back to our story generator now. We have the mega hook. The first thing you need to understand about YouTube here is to get people, get their attention and retain their attention. And that is why we have this mega hook. This mega hook is the first thing they see. They say the silence in the courtroom was so heavy. You could hear the rhythm, the rhythmic ticking on the wall clock. A courtroom to a moment of reckoning. No one is in this room we ever forget. 5 years, for 5 years, Marcos. Now, another thing about this AI now, let me just click on select. Now, each of this title here, each of this title now works alongside with the hook. Each of the title here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, works alongside with these hooks and also this concept. So I'll click on generate or launch project. It's going to generate the blueprint. The blueprint now is going to generate the title, like the chapters of this story from chapter 1 to chapter 10. So these chapters is going to generate now are the chapters that you need in your videos. So once you finish generating the chapters now, you are good to go. It's going to finalize the blueprint, generate the hook and everything. Now, this is where the magic happens now. You see this place now, there's nothing on this place now people don't know. You see on YouTube right now, each character on YouTube must play like each character on YouTube or any faceless YouTube channel that is going viral has a role they play on YouTube on that video. Each character has a role they play, and that's why we have this character poster. Okay, character roster, I mean. So we have chapter 1 because I choose 30 minutes video that we have only how many chapters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can only generate 5 chapters because I choose 30 minutes video. And this 30 minutes video now, once I choose this character now, once I click on generate, it will generate the story. Everything. It will generate the story for me. Now, this character roster now is the characters inside this video. Now, on YouTube now, we have something called pattern repetition. All right, or pattern recognition on YouTube. There are some names on YouTube that YouTube now know that, okay, people are using this name very often. I excluded those names on this AI. So this AI is going to capture their name. So it's going to use a more friendly name based on the needs and the country I choose. Now I choose US, and it's giving me the names of this roster. And if I click anyone now, this guy now, Marcus Stone, the architect of greed, that's the main person. That is the greed. That's the greedy one. This guy now is the greedy one. Now look at his physical profile. He says he's a 52 years old man, 6.1 inch, tall, lean and a predatory build with a and sweet intimidating posture. That means this man is the one that is doing all this whole I'll kill something. Now, what they want in the story, what they are going to do in the story, what they want in the story, to accumulate absolute power and wealth, viewing other human beings as mere statistics or resources to be exploited for his financial gain. That is what is happening on YouTube. Like if you get this tool and start using it, I promise you in the next less than 60 days, or 60 days is too far, unless you are too lazy to publish stories. Unless you are too lazy to publish stories, I'm telling the truth. Unless you are you don't even know what they're doing. So now what they are looking for to accomplish, what they want to accomplish. Now it says to maintain his public image as a philanthropist while secretly liquidating the assets of the working class to fund his luxury lifestyle and evade any legal accountability. Role in his story. The primary the okay, this man now whose fall from grass provide the central statistics of the narrative. He presents the estimated corruption that the man must overcome. Then the last one is going to be backstory, born into the modest means. So everybody, I can click on sync to intelligence. It's good. Everything here. These are the character 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the judge here, Judge Eleanor Sterling. This is the judge here. This is the judge here. Everything. A former public defender who rose through the rank of the judiciary by being famously uncorruptible. After everything, now you click on generate the story. The story will start generating in chapter 1. So we have here on this page now, we have justice served. So we have like these are, it can generate up to millions of stories in a day. But remember that these things are generated using your own API. So if you are generating something and it stops, you can keep on. You just click on continue. It starts from where it stopped. So exactly like this now, you can generate, and you can see now we have the first story now. The first chapter is not complete. I can download the first chapter. I can download the first chapter. See, this is the first chapter now. Look at the scene one. This one is scene one. This one is scene one here. Now, the scene one now has the scene one. Sorry, let me come. The scene one here has like a schematic prompt that you can use to generate the scene image. Like then this scene two here, set our veins. This is the second person here, right? This guy, all right. Scene two has their own same thing. Scene four, that goes scene three now. So here now, how do you now move to this chapter two? Is by clicking on approve and next. If you don't like the story, you can still come back and regenerate it again. So this is chapter two. I click on generate or architect chapter two. You leave it, it will generate the chapter two for us. So this is how to use the system to generate stories. Now, after generating the stories, what next is to use the prompt that this AI generated for you. That's the script to generate the voiceover. You can use something like you can use a voiceover. You can use is just something like you can use Leonardo 11 Labs. You can there's so many voiceover. You can even use CapCut text to speech. You can see the chapter 2 is completed. So I'll come to approve and next. Let me just click on approve and next. Then click on architect chapter 3. All right. Then everything is being worked on. That's how to use this system. There's no other. This is if you know someone that is doing YouTube based content, ask the person what are the trending niches on YouTube. I'm telling the truth. This is what is working on YouTube. There's no other thing that is working on YouTube except this one. Except you are going to be doing children's stories or stuff like that. Yes, but student stories also go like African story, four tales. Okay, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to add a historian niche so that it tells you something like modern stories, like all this Roman Empire and the rest, German Empire and all these things. All these stories too go viral. All right, but it's somehow because it's a historian, it's the history story niche, something like that. It goes viral, it gives you views and stuff. But we want stories that keep people hooked in on YouTube, that made them to give you high RPM. So your own is to get high RPM, all right, cost per impression, and also other metrics to actually monetize on YouTube. And also we have sleeping. I'm going to add the sleeping story niche so that people can elderly people to watch your videos and fall asleep. These are like the sleeping stories, like anything sleeping stories will make you a lot of money on YouTube as well. So I'm still going to add those niches. I'll still go and train it. Maybe after deploying this thing, I'll train it. Now this is the chapter 3, Abby. Let me click on approve. You have the scene 1, the scene 2, the scene 3. I'll click on approve and next. Then I'll click on architect chapter 4. It is generating the chapter 4 for us. So once this thing is done, you are good to go. So once it's done, I can download the whole chapters one by one. I can download chapter 1 like this, click on download chapter, and the chapter is going to be downloaded. So everything like this is something that is also downloaded as a text. You see the text here, TST file. So I click on it. He laughs at the victim. So when it's downloaded, it comes together with both the title of the chapter you worked on, the storyline, every single thing, the hooks, everything is going to be generated here. So this is how to. So this is the I don't know why I say this thing now. So this is the I don't know why I say this storyline, but this is the story. Chapter 1, the snake predator summary, so and so, and the scene and scene 2. Then use this thing to now generate the story, which I'm going to make videos on how to use. All right, now we have the chapter 3. The chapter 4 is already completed. So let's move to chapter 5, approve and you know and go and continue again. So these are ways to generate this, use this system to generate your stories. So once you finish doing this like this, now you are good to go. So we can still generate more stories. I think I'm going to add voiceover links, all right, so that you can use to generate your voiceovers, so that you can optimize. So we have this. The lab chapter is completed. Our story is not completed. I'll click on approve and next. Our story is completed. He laughed at the victim in court until the judge read the private text. This is the story now. Everything you need here is complete. As I click on download all chapters, the whole chapter is downloaded right now. The whole chapter is downloaded. I can click on go to dashboard. You can see it there now. We have the book that we already done. Everything is justice served. Everything, then the country you are targeting is USA. All right. So this is how to use this system. All right, so I have this question from Udo Embassy. This question you asked down is very it's very powerful. It's very okay. Now, any API key you use is your own. Now, this is a free API. You are using your free API unless you subscribe to Gemini Pro or you subscribe to Cloud API or you subscribe to have a paid ChatGPT. That way, you will see the accumulation. But if you're using a free API, it's not going to give. It tells you that you have reached a certain amount of quota or something like that. So once you open the system and start using it, right, you have access to the API is using you're using your own API. You're not using anybody's API. You're not using anybody's API. You are using your own personal API to do your stuff. All right. So on your own account now, unless you are now maybe you on YouTube right now, Gemini is free. No, it's free. It's free. Just go to AI Studio. I just use it. Let me show you something. Let me share. I don't know how to share. Let me just go to AI Studio so that I'll show you something. This is AI Studio by Google. Let me open this one. So this is AI Studio by Google now. That's not. I didn't have my payment card on this platform. So this is a playground where we use APIs, where we do a lot of things, do testing. You can see we have a free tier. We have free. I can create any API key here to use on my project. I don't need to be doing too much or buying anything unless I want to have something else. All right. So unless I want to go and be doing maybe heavy lifting or something like that, that one I will generate using paid API. But most of my projects I use free API. I don't like to be consuming money because I know that all these things that can also be done with what do you call it, free APIs. And there's a lot of free APIs out there. Open Router now. Okay, Open Router. For example, Open Router, yes, they give free API per day. So once the thing finish, you can copy the next, you can create a new API to use. So that's all you this is how that's all you, the only thing you're going to be using unless you now have a paid paid plan. There's you can continue to use it. The same thing with cloud, the same thing with I'll show you how to add all these APIs inside there. So let me show you something on the platform. So this my API now. I'll go to API keys. You can see we have this an API I created last year. So we have everything is on the free trial. I can click on create a new API key. This let me just make it to be StoryBee, StoryBee AI. Then I'll click on create API. Then I'm going to create an API. From my click on create API here, and I'm good to go. Then I'm going to just let's see. Look at it here. Where is that way? Where is it? Okay, look at it. The first one here. Put it on copy. All right. I'll come back to my story V. So here, how do not remove API and how do you add API? Let me switch to dark mode. You can switch to dark mode. You can switch to um okay on the app. Which is okay. Let me start from this question here. Engineer Olu Ranti, you say is the video just generated? No, this is not a platform that generates videos. This is the platform that generates the real script that you can use to make a video. It gives you access to generates the video script for you and the thumbnail script and also the scene, the script that you need to get. All right, the script that the story or the video you're working on. You want to work on based on the niche you selected or the niche you choose to work on. Then it gives you access to the niche images, those prompts that you need to generate the niche, the images of the story. It gives you everything of the story generated right now. So they give free API. There's a lot of free API per day. Even Crop gives free API. And on the app, how will I know how much token have history is consumed? So I'm going to add that later. This is a suggestion. I'm going to add that one later. All right, I'm going to add it maybe as we are speaking now. I've taken notes. I will add it once before I deploy it so you can see the analysis of how much token the AI the story consumed per day. But I think it's mostly going to be slow or mostly going to be low. It's not going to be that too much. So let me show you something here. If you come to your profile, we have this linked API, right? We have this linked API. You can add more API. You can add or change keys. Now we have API here. We have the Gemini. Like I said, we have a lot of API here. We have Gemini. We have OpenAI. We have Cloud. We have Croc. We have Open Router API. Now remember that Open Router API, right, is not free. So this Open Router now gives you access to all these AI models. Like for example, now you can add like $10 to your Open Router account. Then once you add the API, it gives you access to Croc API, the premium one, the cloud, the highest versions, the OpenAI, the highest version, the Gemini highest. So if you know about Open Router, you know that it's a very powerful system. So let me go back here. So you can add a lot of API. If you have like 4 or 5 API, you can click on use all. That means if you use all API, anytime let's say your free quota on Google Gemini finishes, automatically it switch to another API. So on this part too, you can delete your account. So if I click this thing and click on delete my account, everything I've done in my account, everything is wiped out from the system, from the database. Everything you have done, you wiped out. Once I click on this thing now, once it will just go. So I need to just go. I don't want to do that now. So before I launch the platform, I'll add the list of AI text to speech tools that the person can actually access to use to generate use the story to generate their own API, their storyline. So you can still come back to the story again and check everything you want to check. I've downloaded the whole storyline. Everything is downloaded. So I can use it anywhere I want to use it. So if you have any question, you can just go ahead and ask me so that we know that we are on the same spot. So it's going to be launching this today in the evening, possibly in the evening, so because I want to buy a domain name. So you know that normally if you buy a domain name now, you need to have you have to wait for some hours for this thing to propagate. But since I'm using Nginx server, it's going to be so fast. So once I buy the domain name, I'll link it to my VPS API, then I'll launch the system online and anybody can actually use it. So it's going to be in the evening. I hope so by 3 or 4, 5 or 6. At just like 6 o'clock, in the evening. It's going to maybe before 6. If I be able to, if I can be able to do, I'll make a post on Facebook and publish it, so anybody can actually use it. So it's just a simple, simple system. Anybody can actually use. So that is basically how the system works. So there's going to be more improvement on the platform, and I'll keep on maintaining it. I'll keep on adding more features, adding more information to the system and how it works and how it can help people to make money on YouTube. My own is to make money and also show you how to make money. I wanted to make this particular platform to be a simple personal project. All right, I just want to make it to a simple personal. But I feel like okay, people need something like this. All right, people need something like they need to just have access to some systems like this, and stuff. Everything in here was built with AI. This one was completely built with AI. I didn't touch any special generic or special stuff. So everything is completely done with AI. So before launching it, I'll add both 11 labs links here on the dashboard. So it's only go to these tools. So once you click on it, it gives the drop down of all AI tools for text to speech. Both the one that is free and paid tools is going to be showing on the stuff. And also I'm going to add another page that shows how to use the platform. So just like you want to click on it, it shows you this is the guidelines, how to use the platform, how to generate the stories, how to pick the best story, how to pick the best niche on using this thing. I can still generate another story by clicking on this. Then let me just try something else. Let me try paternity fraud. Then I'll select another country. Then I'll click on 1 hour. I'll click on generate hooks. So it's going to generate the story for me by paternity fraud. Paternity fraud. So it is your choice. It is your own choice to look for, okay, I want to generate something. Okay, see now, this is, it has generated the story hook I want to generate. Now we have the thumbnail concept. Like I said again, it gives you complete thumbnail concept, right? Thumbnail concept. And also it gives you the hook. That's the first 30 seconds of the video. We need to hook people in. We need to keep their attention. That's the most important thing on YouTube now, is to keep people's attention. If you can be able to get their attention, you are good. Like you have done everything marble. You have done the best. Like you have done everything. You can be able to get people's attention on YouTube. Forget about it. That first 30 seconds, you need to get their attention, hook them in. Then from there, you now take them along the line. The storyline of this AI is so smooth. It has curiosity and it has niches. It has the okay. Now this is another storyline, right? This is a paternity fraud. Now, if I copy this niche, now let me say I copy this thumbnails, this stuff. I'll come to Gemini again. This one is the one for the guy that wanted to take people's stuff. I put this thing here. I click on generate the script, generate the image of the story I'm working on, which is the story of this particular one, the paternity fraud. Now you can see it here. Let me show you before. Okay, this is generating the story, the image of the prompt image. That's the thumbnail. Now look at the thumbnail. You see exactly how this thing looks like. You see how this thing looks like. So when you come to Canva, you already know how to do your Canva design. All right. So it's a very simple something. So I'm going to just, if I'm on Canva now, what I'm going to add here is I'm going to add a simple arrow, a red arrow pointing at this paper, DNS result. Then this gear face, now I'll add something like an arrow, right? An arrow, or this boy at the back. This boy at the back, I'll add something like a red, cycle on him. All right. I'll still add the same thing. I'll add the red cycle on this guy, on this man, this boy at the back, then add for the lady here, and add a red arrow to this white paper here. So I want to actually make people to the sometimes you can add a text on the thumbnail. It depends on what you want to work on. All right, it depends on what you want. But if you add all these elements, all these assets on these images, what do you think you can add on this image? What do you think you can add on this image? You can now look for how to blend your title to the image you're working on. So there are many ways to use this system to help yourself. Now on this part, we have this here. All right. So another question person asked here is Emmanuel say, the video title, does it generate the thumbnail, concept, and hooks? See, let me tell you something. It generates everything here. Everything you're seeing here, this is the story that I generated right now. This is the one for the paternity fraud, right? Now we have the title here, select winning title. He said, the moment he discovered his 7-year-old son wasn't he, a UK DNA scandal discovers. Then he said, what he did when he found out, so and so something, the paternity fraud that destroyed a British family. After 15 years of fatherhood, this UK court revealed changes everything. So now remember that most countries, all right, we have different needs, you have different people who watch your videos on YouTube. And reason why I make this video to specifically be for some countries. Now, if you're working for a niche on UK channel, there are some languages, UK language and US language are not the same thing. The English are not the same thing. So when you're working on a video for a UK niche, maybe this one is a UK storyline, right? If somebody is working, if someone is watching it from UK, they understand some terminology, sometimes some English on it. So they'll be like, this is actually on it's our own culture. Like the storyline is actually aligned with my belief system, my own culture. They really understand the system in their courtroom, the system about their fraud case and also paternity fraud and stuff like that. They understand all these things, right? They understand all these things there. So I can select anyone here. I can say the British millionaire who lost it all to a paternity lie, the ultimate betrayer. Yeah, I enjoy the same thing. Then this is the concept of the thumbnail. Everything here contains the concept. The concept is so powerful. So the script generate the concept of the thumbnail. I can regenerate this. Let's say I don't like this particular thumbnail script now. I can click on regenerate. So it's going to change the thumbnail concept. All right, so let this finish generating the concept. Now I'll still use it and generate the image again. Okay, now we have another one. So I'm going to click on it, copy it. I'll just click on copy once. I'll come to Gemini, I'll paste it. Just like samples, right? I'll paste the video. That's the thumbnail image here. Look at the first one I use here. The first one is this one, right? 40-year-old man. This one is now showing us 38 years old man. So this is another one here. You see it now. You see the story now. You see now, this man is holding his here, he's being surprised. Now this small boy is on this side and the lady at the back. So on canvas, where you know how to actually make this thing to look so captivating and attention grabbing. So we have okay, sorry, it's not showing. Let me show you something. It's not showing. Let me show you something here. Okay, this is the second prompt. The second prompt on the story I generated, that's the thumbnail concept, right? Now this is the man here. This man is holding a paper that looks like a paternity result. That's the DNA result. And look at the boy. I believe that is the son. And look at the lady, the wife. So look at the girl is so surprised. So you know how to use Canva to optimize these whole things now. So if you are into YouTube channel, I think I'm going to link my course to this. I'm going to link my course to so if you want to get into it, you can get into it. So this is how to use it. So you already know how to use text to generate okay, you know how to use text, this kind of script to generate voiceovers, then you edit your videos and upload. So Jamie said, after downloading the script, how do we now generate the video scenes that will be consistent? Let me show you. That is the magic of this platform. So let me come back here. Let me click on share. So this is the hook. That's the first hook of this video. It started with a routine medical checkup in a quiet London clinic, a simple blood type mismatch that should have been a clerical error. But for Mark, a devoted father of two, it was the first crack in the glass house he spent 12 years building as he sat in his rain-slick vehicle outside the family home in Surrey. So this thing is also the hook. I'll click on launch project. If I click on launch project, it's going to launch the storyline. Every single thing I need for this story is going to be generated. The chapters, everything is going to be generated for me. So I believe that I've answered that question, Jimmy. So it has a consistent character and it has every single thing you need to make a very good video. Now, this story now has its own character already inside. Their names, what they want, who they are. Okay, now look at the story. Now you can see the story I've generated now. Let me put it on white again. You see the story there? The story has been generated now. All right. Now everything here has a consistent character. Now this video is going to be 1 hour video. That's why you have chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 chapters, 10 good chapters. So it's going to be 1 hour video. That's what this video is going to be. So here we have the character posters. The character posters are the characters inside the video you're working on. We have Mark Sterling, that's the man. We have Sarah Sterling, that's the wife. All right. Now we have Julian Vane, 48, okay, 47 years old, rugged, handsome, okay, handsome with a wet, so weathered olive tone face, dark so and so something. You know, all these things are just something else. So now we have another person, which is Elan or Ton. We have okay, this we only 4 persons are in this video. 4 persons are in this video now. So each person has what they are doing in the video. This one, this Mark Sterling, is the avenging father, right? Then what they want to reclaim his dignity and ensure that those who manipulated his love and wealth face absolute legal and social consequences. What they are looking for is expose Sarah's long-term fraud, secure his assets, role in the story. A protagonist whose journey from a behind provider to a cold seeker of justice derived, okay, architectural mogul who grew up with nothing. He placed his family above all else, above everyone, believing his children were his ultimate legacy and reason for his relentless work ethics. So it gives you all these things. So you can click on generate the script, click on the first one, architect chapter 1. All right, architect chapter 1 is going to generate the video. So we have the another person here. This is a character here. We have that Sarah Sterling. That's supposed to be the wife. Okay, the architect of deception. That is the wife of this Mark. All right, this is the wife of the Mark. So he's generating the story for us. So what they want to maintain a high society lifestyle and financial security for us. So we have a lot of them here. So it's generating the story. So this story now you meant consistently. The characters are consistent on each chapter. So this is chapter 1 I've generated, right? So look at the cinematic prompt of this gear. So let me try something. Let me copy something like this. Let me come to this copy. Or let me copy this one. This is the prompt for the image of the girl, right? So the prompt of the image of the girl. Let me go to Google Gemini, just like a sample. Then, but for you, you already know that if you want to generate something like this, just the tool normally used. So you click on Jill. No, if I use Google Grok, like if I use Twitter Grok, I normally use Twitter Grok for my images. Even on my courses, I use Twitter Grok a lot because I believe that it gives me okay something. They said something went wrong. Let me start again. Why are you saying something went wrong? All right, so this is Gemini problem. So you're generating the nano banana and everything. So it's going to generate the image for the lady, a high-end low office with a so and so London sky blue at dusk, Mark Sterling 45 and so and so. So it gives you the scene image. So look at it here now. This is the scene here. This scene image now. All right. So it gives you the scene image. It remains consistent. It remains so consistent on every single thing. So I've clicked on approve and next. It takes me to chapter 2. I'll click on architect chapter 2. So it goes in hand like that. So let's say, okay, this is the first scene 1. This is scene 2 here. Okay, let's go to scene 2. So, like I said, before I launch this system online in production, I'm going to fine tune a lot of things. All right, this is just a public demo of how this thing works. So I've copied the scene 2 image. I want to see if it's going to be so consistent. So that is how it looks exactly. Now we have the scene 2. Now look at the scene 2 image here. Now look the first one here. This is the girl now. You look at the hair. The hair is packed at the back. then this is in the, if you know that if you are using any image to text, image to video, this thing will be moving, right? Then we have the scene 2. Look at it there. Look at the hair again. Look at the color of the shirt, white. Let's check this one. Okay, maybe probably this girl have removed the, she have removed the coat, that's the suit she's wearing. And look at this one, this in 2 here. So normally we have this landscape mode. It's going to show the landscape of this video. So everything is going to be, I think I'm going to add some little touch on the video, the scene, so that it's going to look it's going to look so realistic. It's going to look so realistic that it's not going to look as if it's an AI generated image. So if you are using, like, say, let's say you're using Meta AI. Meta AI is very powerful too. All right, so you can use Meta AI to generate your images and stuff like that. So we have this. This is a Gemini to generate the images. So we have Meta AI. We can click on login. Can use any Gemini AI. So we have the chapter 2 here. Click on this chapter 2 here. Okay, sorry, chapter 2. So it's something like this now. You can come back. Let's say you are doing this thing now and you got stopped out. Maybe your network stopped. You can still come back to the home page. You see, you have the books here, the story you're working on, the 1 and 2 story you're working on. You can open any one here. See the one you're working on here. Open any one and still go back to the video and continue again. So you can download everything you need. So that is how the system works. That is how the system works now. So if you have any, maybe any question, you can go ahead and ask me. So this is the second script, the second chapter of the story. So if you are done, click on approve and next, then you're good to go. So you can regenerate any story that you can, let's say this is one you don't like it, you can say expand narration. You expand the narration, it's going to be too long. All right, it's going to be long. Anyone you know, even the script for this cinematic prompt, you can expand it very well, and the story is going to be expanded. So you have the chapter 2 is accepted. Click on approve and next. So as you are doing this thing, it's saving automatically on your account. So like I said, you can come to your profile and add more provider, or select only use one provider or use all providers. So that is how to use this system, and I believe that you are going to try it. So do you have any other question from anybody, so that I know that we are on the same lane and also in the same vehicle before we go to launching publicly? Oh man. So guys, that's all for today. I'll be making a public post on it on YouTube. Sorry, not on YouTube, on Facebook this evening once I deploy it on production and make sure that everything is working perfectly fine. You are going to receive every single thing. You're going to see it and trust it and use it as well. So I'm going to be fine-tuning this platform. So it's going to be a system that I'm going to be maintaining every single time to make sure that it stays updated to YouTube, right? YouTube terms and conditions. So, and I believe that we are going to make money this year, 2026. So this is a tool that stops you from doing manual jobs to doing the automated systems. So that is all for today. Thank you, and I'll see you guys when I launch the project. All your questions have been put into considerations, and it's going to be updated to what we are doing. Thanks so much, guys, and see you guys later.